If you want to know what's going on in Rockingham County government, check out Rockingham County 411. If you're interested in county governmental programs, projects, and services, don't miss Rockingham County 411. Public Information Officer Mabel Scott will share important, crucial news you can use with Rockingham County 411.
Rockingham County 411, you're in a good place. I'm Mabel Scott, your Public Information Officer. Joining us today, we have our Emergency Services Director, Rodney Cates, and our new Fire Marshal, Anthony Crowder. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you.
We're glad to have you here. Thank you for all that you and your entire EMS team do to keep us safe. And we're going to ask you, Mr. Cates, please tell us about Mr. Crowder.
Mr. Crowder comes to us from Reedsville Fire Department. We were very fortunate in being able to offer him employment. Anthony brings 31 years of experience to the fire service. Started when he was 16 years old as a junior firefighter.
Boy.
Started his firefighting career in 1997. He brings a paramedic certification. He brings a level 3 code enforcement inspection. He's a FIT certified fire investigator. So he brings a wealth of knowledge from municipal firefighting, from county firefighting, the rural firefighting side, a wealth of knowledge from patient care and the paramedic certifications that he holds. So he really brings a great level of certifications and experience to our service. And he joins a crew that's already well certified and very efficient and effective. And in his efficiency and effectiveness that we gathered from his interviews and the people that we talked to about him prior to hiring him, we feel it's going to be a great mix with the efficient team that he's joining. We're really looking forward to the future in the Fire Marshal's office.
So you have a whole crew now, right?
We do, that's correct.
Congratulations.
Yes, that's nice.
So what is it like?
It's great, and I'm super excited to be here, and just looking forward to working with the county agencies, departments, and of course the staff of the Fire Marshal's office now have been super welcoming. It's worked well together, and so far it's been a very pleasant transition for me.
Now you're originally from?
I am from Rockingham County originally.
Good.
Lived here my entire life. I am married, three kids, and like Mr. Cates said, I started my career in the fire service in '89, and just moved up from there.
So when you were a little boy, you thought about, I think I'd like to be a fireman.
100%.
Yes.
As far as I remember back, I want to be a firefighter and have a career in fire service.
Why is it important for us to continue to attract young men like Mr. Crowder?
Well, they bring a level of certification that is a great asset to an already great department that he's joining. He's a Rockingham County resident. He understands Rockingham County, the dynamics of Rockingham County, the experience that he brings with him. It's a great fit for the team we already had in place. He's just a great fit to mold right into that team and to lead that team. And they really don't need a lot of leadership because they do a great job anyway, but he can help mold them, they can help mold him, and they will be a very conclusive team that will do great things in the Fire Marshal Service.
So how do we attract more young men and women to think about working in emergency services? That's just crucial.
I think we can focus on the reward that one gets from working in emergency services, and Anthony can certainly talk about this from the paramedic side as well as the firefighter side. But when you play a role in saving someone's life, whether it's from the 911, taking that call and getting the right resources to that call, if you're on the EMS truck as a paramedic or a basic EMT, an advanced EMT, and you're providing patient care that you see saves that person's life, if you extinguish a fire from the firefighter side and that saves somebody's life or saves their property, you determine the cause and origin of that fire from the fire marshal's perspective. If they're doing code enforcement and they find violations in a business that could be life-altering if that business catches on fire, All of these are aspects that are life safety. In whatever shape or form they're in, it's life safety. So when one realizes that they are playing a life safety role, they're preserving life, they're preserving property, they're saving lives, the reward for that, there's no monetary value to put on that. The feeling that you get inside by knowing that you've done that and made a difference in somebody's life, or that child or that grandparent that comes to you and recognizes you out in a retail store and says, thank you for what you did. My child or my loved one is who was saved by your efforts or the efforts of your team. That's payment within itself that we can all relate to from the many years that we've had in this operation.
Real stars, and I think you just sent us some information yesterday about something that happened. You want to just mention that?
We did. We had three fire departments and our EMS staff, our 911 staff were recognized by Air Life Virginia, which is our air medical support, medical support helicopter team. We had a group that responded to a shooting on 2/20 back on October 17th, and they preserved the life of the shooting victim to the point that his life was finally taken by the shooting. But they were able to preserve his organs, and he was an organ donor. And through their efforts of preserving this life as long as they could, the organs were given to other people, and it saved 7 lives as a result of their actions. And they did everything they could to save this man's life. But when that was not successful, this man's life continued the lives of 7 other people. And again, all of that came from a team aspect. It came from the 911 communicators processing the call, the first responders getting on scene, the EMS crews getting on scene, the recognition that they needed air support to transport the gentleman as quickly as they could, the allocation of other resources to set up a landing zone, coordinate all those activities. So emergency mitigation is a team effort, and it takes many people from many different teams to come together. And when it does, it's, again, the reward for that is immeasurable.
And all the excitement we see on TV when we watch 911, it's actually happening in Rockingham County.
It does.
That's right.
Yes, yes. So how do you think your experiences have helped you to get to the point where you are now?
And that's a great question. And the biggest thing, we usually learn from what we see. And, the majority of the time when we get contacted, it's at the worst time in someone's life. And whether it be a fire, a medical emergency, or whatnot. And just like Mr. Case stated, if you can make a difference in one person's life in a 30-year career, it's rewarding enough. We've delivered babies in the floors with fire departments and things like that, and just that call itself is what really makes it worth its time in our career. So I've always had a love for emergency services, and I've always wanted to grow and learn as much as I possibly can learn. Went to school with a 2-year degree at Guilford Tech, transferred there from Fayetteville State from a 4-year degree in emergency services administration, and it just this job is it's not the same every day. So we have to prepare ourselves and continue to learn and take certification courses and train to be prepared for the calls that we're going to have tomorrow. So that's a major aspect of this profession.
And it certainly isn't boring.
No.
No, not at all.
No, I know it. I know it.
No day's the same.
I know it, yes. Well, we just writing what you all send us, it's just amazing when you said the birth of the baby, because now we're able to go to hospitals. But I remember one of the babies being born at the Huddle House, and we wrote about that and the excitement and joy and love that everybody felt because of the people who work in your area in order to help to make that happen and to support that family.
That's right.
So on behalf of all of us, thank you for all you do. Any last words or tips you want to offer since it is near holiday season?
Absolutely. This year, obviously, things are different due to the pandemic, but fire safety is still the same.
Yeah.
It's getting colder. Chimneys need to be inspected. Smoke detectors need to be in working condition. That's the major thing. If If you do not have a smoke detector, we'll put one up for you free of charge. Just make contact to the fire marshal's office or any local fire department will come out and install those smoke detectors.
Good.
And those plans are important. Have an escape plan, see if your home catches on fire, how to get out, and practice these plans are very beneficial in the event that you have an emergency. We hope you never do, but we need to plan for.
And then all of the experts who think they can really fry turkeys, and
Right.
we need to be careful.
Absolutely.
They do.
Yes.
Those deep fried turkeys are good, but they create a hazard, so that people need to be mindful of the proper way to do that, and so that they're safe when we're preparing that for the holiday season.
That's right.
We want to thank both of you for being with us today. Our new fire marshal,
Thank you so much.
Anthony Crowder, and our emergency services director, Rodney Cates. We're in a good place in Rockingham County because they and their teams keep us safe.